What's going on? It's yours truly. Just say it with me. They call me Miss TALIAFERRO. How's everybody doing out there? So I want to start this video off with a clip. All right, this is from T.I. Clifford Harris. He was recently on Rap Radar. Salute to Elliot Wilson and B-Dot doing their podcast, and this is about young rappers. All right, so T.I. was pretty much explaining what happens when a rapper stops him and tries to rap in front of him. And I know T.I.'s had it happen to him a couple times in his career. I'm sure a lot of times in his career. But for sure, because there's an artist in Atlanta, Georgia, what's his name, like Mad Music Cali or something like that. If you're in Lenox Mall, he will find you, stop you, and rap. Like literally the nigga will just pull up. I mean, think about it. This is his chance. He's like, yo, I'm a young nigga coming up. I see this guy who's a multimillionaire. He actually does sign artists. So I'm going to try to get my rap off. I'm going to try to get my bars off. And hopefully this dude feel my music enough, feel the pain in my music, and want to sign me. So this is what T.I. said. His response is when a young rapper tries to come up to him and rap bars. Let's check it out.
I always tell people when they come up and say, man, let me freestyle for you. Let me kick this 16. Yeah. I'm like, bro, listen. you can have some bars. But I'm not really interested in that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can have the best freestyle, most magnificent freestyle I've ever heard in my life, and that's not going to convince me that that I should invest my money in. Mm-hmm. What's going to do that, you're going to have some form of assurance or collateral, and that usually comes from the effort and the work that you've already been putting in. Yeah. So what you should do is take that freestyle, go somewhere and record yourself. It's very inexpensive nowadays. Don't cost a fortune. Record yourself, create a song, get that song buzzing, shoot your video, upload it on YouTube. Let me see how many people have.
Oh, man, I just think this creates a great conversation. And please, if you're watching this video, please comment your response. Tell me how you feel. I'm going to tell y'all my story. Because, like, I'm a different perspective. I know I have a decent YouTube following, but listen to me when I talk to you, right? Like, look at me. I'm still in the trenches. Like, I'm still growing. Like, I just built my studio in my home. I have a nice studio that I'm working on, but I'm building it from the ground up. This is my money. I'm putting my funds into it. Like, I ain't one of these rich YouTubers. I'm on my ground. I'm on the come up. Things are happening, but I ain't one of these rich YouTubers. I only say that to say, look, when I see somebody out that has had an influence on my career, I'm going to still walk up to them and speak. Like, I ain't really fascinated by, like, just doing random shit because celebrities around. Like, that ain't my deal. That ain't like it. Like if I was just in a room with like Ludacris or something like that like a few weeks ago. It wasn't like I was running up to Ludacris like, yo, let me get a selfie. Can I get the, let me get the joint. Let me get the. Nah, that ain't me. I don't do nothing like that. That's not me. I've had pictures with some of the biggest names in the game. That's not my thing right now at the age of 25. But I give you a different example. So though I didn't say nothing to Ludacris, I saw somebody in the room that I did want to holler at. Big Tigger. Again, I'm a journalist. Big Tigger was a huge impact on my young career. I used to see how he moved on 106 and Park back in the day in the basement and all those shows, Rap City. He meant something to me. So I stopped Big Tigger, had a conversation with him, talked to him, told him, thank you. You was a really big impact on my career, young, growing up. It was people like you. I had to see people of color to believe that I could do this thing, right? So those people mean the world to me. Again, not just a rapper because they're a rapper or whoever, a celebrity because they're a celebrity. So I've been on the other side. Terrence J, I saw Terrence J a few months ago. Terrence J is a big influence on my career. I've modeled some of my moves like after a guy like Terrence J, Charlemagne, Tigger, Stephen A. Smith, Stuart Scott, rest in peace. Those people matter to me. So I'm still the guy. If it makes sense, I'm going to walk up to you and make the relationship, make the connection, try to build with you. I ain't too on my high horse to do that. Let's be clear. I will do that shit. So I've seen both sides. I've also had rappers come up to me and try to get their shit off. I don't know if niggas look at me and think I'm a label exec or what. I don't know, but I get it. You look at me, you know I'm in the business to a degree. You know I got somewhat of a platform. You looking at me like, yo, this is my shot. Shit, why not? So I see both sides of it. Even though I probably can't do for that artist, you never know who I know. You never know what I'm feeling in your lyrics. You just never know. I see both sides of it. Now, T.I. is saying pretty much, I ain't gonna sign you. I need you to go let me know how popping you are. Pretty much what I see from a lot of guys in the game is like, yo, bruh, don't try to find me. We will find you. When you're popping enough and we know you moving, we will come find you. But I will disagree with T.I. a little bit here. So you're pretty much telling me that guys don't want to develop talent anymore. Like everybody ain't gonna be Zion Williamson, LeBron James coming out of college, and or high school, college, whatever. And I'm speaking about from an artist perspective. There's not gonna be 1,000 Drakes out there. You're not 1,000 Kanye West. That talent literally jumps off the board to you, right? There's not gonna be 1,000. And then T.I. was one of the first people to see Travis Scott. Everybody's not gonna have that type of talent. Some guys need to be properly trained, put through classes, courses, need to be on the road with you for a while. They're not ready yet. Like they're just not ready yet. Everybody's not ready to be stoned into that spotlight out the gate. Some people need training and need to be around niggas to see how the game works. You need to just understand the game a little bit better. I feel like if T.I. is pretty much saying he wants to go get on the internet and make sure you popping, like I feel like you can lose on a couple of talented motherfuckers with that approach. I don't like that approach. Like I get it. He's T.I. He's Clifford Harris. He's one of the biggest down south artists ever. But at the same time, I want to see people develop talent as well. So here's my rebuttal to T.I. I would just say, bro, don't knock the artist that's pulling up to you trying to get signed. You may not do nothing with them, but don't knock him because, you know, there once was a time when T.I. needed somebody to give him a look. And T.I., you made it before social media. Again, T.I. saying you need to put some work in and get your music off the ground. But no, if I'm broke and I'm hustling and if I see that guy and he's around, I'ma still get my shit off. I'ma still get mine off. That's just who I am. Now, what T.I. decides to do with that, or what Terrence J decides to do with that, Big Tigger decides to do with that, that's out of my control. I can't control that. But I'ma still get my shit off because, and I hate to be cursing in a video like this, but because, like, I don't know when I'm gonna ever see somebody like that again. And maybe even just talking to them could motivate me to get to the next level. Right? Just a simple conversation, a simple, bro, just keep going, keep pushing to get me to the next level. I see both sides of it. I'm not saying T.I. needs to sign an artist who ain't got but like 3 views on their SoundCloud. No. But T.I., what if it's an artist who's, they got like 20,000 plays on their SoundCloud a month, right? They're pushing the music. They have a nice little fan base that rocks. And there's a lot of artists like that that's got a real base, like a real following that rocks with their music. They big in the Tennessee area. They big in, you know what I mean, in the Georgia area, or maybe in one city in Georgia. They got a nice niche following, and all they need is your push. They got a dope product, good music. All they need is your push to get over the hump. You don't want to lose out on those artists because you're looking for the artist who's already got 1 million views, already got hundreds of thousands of SoundCloud plays. Because to be real with you, T.I., those artists should be smart enough to know I don't need to sign with anybody. I'm already popping. There's really not much the label can do for me. I don't need you. So I'm just saying, I'm going to play devil's advocate there and argue back a little bit with T.I. But I get his premise. He doesn't want to sign an artist. Because a lot of you niggas making records just trying to be the best rapper out there. But that don't make these niggas no money. So I do see that side of it. A lot of niggas just rapping to be rapping. A lot of East Coast niggas just be rapping. Give me 84 bars in 3 minutes. Like, nigga, okay, you're a great rapper. But you can't make a song to save your life. Nobody cares about this. Like, I love the Drake conversation, right? And whether Drake writes his lyrics or not, we don't know, right? We will never know that. We will never know the truth about that. But, like, niggas always like, yeah, Drake ain't in my top 30 MCs. Or I hear a lot of East Coast guys like, nah, bro, Drake ain't, he can't be in the top 50. He ain't rapping like Cameron, or he ain't as good as a rapper as Raekwon or Nas, or, you know, some of these other artists. And I be thinking to myself, like, yo, when we look back historically, like, Drake's going, every year Drake has 4 or 5 records that you play at every event. Like, you're going to remember, you're going to be able, a lot of music is being able to remember a song and place it with a time in your life. It's like a timestamp, right? Like, you're going to be able to remember a year or so ago, we was doing the Kiki, Do You Love Me? You're going to be 35, 40, able to try to do that dance with your kids while you're barely able to walk or some shit like that. Like, you're going to remember that moment. And y'all keep telling me that these niggas, Griselda, y'all keep, no disrespect to any of these niggas that I'm naming. Y'all keep telling me that these niggas can rap their ass off. But at some point, if you can't make a record to save your life, what are you doing? There needs to be some type of respect put on the people that are good at making records. Like, you know, we talk about Future all the time. Let's be clear. I wouldn't put Future on any top MC list, but you got to give this nigga credit. every year or every couple years, whatever, he's got a record that you could time stamp with your life. I'm never gonna forget the March Madness. So it's how you look at it. Niggas were like, you know, some niggas want to take the best lyricists. They probably not making as much money as niggas who looking for people who could actually make good music. Please, I know I said a lot. I would love to hear you guys. If you watch this whole video, thank you so much for the love. Let me know what y'all think about everything I said. Great conversation to have, though, that T.I. started here on the Rap Radar podcast. Let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. Please respond to anything I said as well. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.